Hey there doll friends, welcome back! Today, I have another wig tutorial for you. A short hairstyle has been requested a lot, so here it is and I hope you enjoy. Now let's begin. As always, we start with a wig cap. Cover your doll's head with cling wrap or plastic and secure a cloth over with elastics. Then, brush on 3 to 4 coats of white glue, and I'm using Elmer's glue wall for this one. Once dry, I start drawing my guidelines. Unlike my previous videos, I drew more guidelines on this one, but don't worry, don't be confused. This line is the part line, this line is the bangs area, and the dashed ones are your guide for gluing your layers of wefts. I also drew a straight line at the back which connects the bangs area guide, which I will explain the purpose of later on in this tutorial. And then, take it off the doll's head and trim off the excess. Since this is a short hairstyle, it would be a waste to use long wefts, so make shorter ones by reducing the cardboard guide size. Mine measures 8 cm, but the wefts I produce are still long, so I suggest adjusting the guide accordingly. The shorter your wefts, the better. If you want to learn how I make my yarn wefts in detail, I made a separate video tutorial on that, so please check it out. You'll need one hank of yarn for this project, and I'll be using this brand. To glue the wefts, I'll be using a stronger glue. This one's locally produced in the Philippines, and since I'm not sure if this is sold elsewhere, I'll just show you the bottle's info so you can canvas a similar glue. Basically, you want to find something that pretty much binds everything and dries clear. Also, you'll need a mask or anything to cover your face because you will do a lot of cutting and small fibers will be everywhere that could irritate your throat when you inhale a lot of it. So stay safe guys, especially if you have dust allergies. Now that's settled, let's glue our first layer of wefts on the wig cap. Then, split it in half and insert your scissors in between and cut a V shape. Trim off the tip of the V and hold your scissors vertically and start snipping off the edges randomly. You have to be patient and take your time making small snips until you have blurred the harsh line. See how much softer this looks? Repeat this process as you glue on the next layers, following your first layer shape. Also, it helps to put the tail end of your comb under the hair while you cut, so you don't ruin the bottom layers. Something that I actually learned later on when I'm almost done with the wig. Once you reach this line, snip around the ear and start forming the tip of the bangs. Since we're working on a very small head, it's easier to form the hairstyle when you cut the hair as you glue each layer, than cutting it after the wig is done. Making guidelines will help you plan where to cut or change the direction on how to glue the wefts. And then, proceed on gluing the rest of the layers following the guide that we made. Don't forget to leave a small space on where we'll glue the part. Once you reach the top layers, you don't have to follow a certain shape anymore. Just soften the blunt edges. Also, tame the hair down with water. Finally, we glue the part. Once you flip it over, use water to help tame it down. This one's persistent, so I used our cling wrap technique to keep it in place. Once set, make a few more cuts, style with more water, and you're done. It was a bit challenging to make this hairstyle, but was also fun, so I hope you can try it out. If you'd like to show me your work, tag me on Instagram and use the hashtag Mozekyto so I can see and feature you on my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye!